Hello, everyone. So, in this session, we will talk about dynamic media and how the dynamic media feature works with AEM, that is Adobe Experience Manager. So, we will cover all the points like how we can connect with the dynamic media, what are the prerequisites to connect with AEM as a cloud service, on premise, and managed services, how many different type of sync options available, what is image preset and how we can leverage the image preset with dynamic media, and then smart crop, how we can configure the smart crops and how we can leverage the smart crop in order to generate different renditions of the similar asset. And at the last, we will also talk about, once we are having all the dynamic media assets in terms of smart crops or image presets, how we can leverage all those different type of renditions on AEM site content pages. Let's talk about the overview of dynamic media. As we know, dynamic media is a feature rich product which is providing us a asset with different sizes that we want to use for our different purpose within your organization. However, it is coming with some interactive experiences as well, which includes like zoom, 360-degree spin, and different videos. We also have some requirement to play around the videos, which can be more focused on certain objects, or might be some interactive video. So all these possibilities are available with dynamic media. As we know, dynamic media is a scalable solution in order to produce different assets which could be more compatible for all the browser and devices, that we can use different channels and other social platforms. Using this set of primary source of asset, we can generate different renditions. For example, if we are talking about images, video, or any 3D dynamic media asset, we can generate multiple variations based on our business needs. And again, through the real time scenario, we can pass on some parameters and we can get some better outcome from the dynamic media. As this solution is global and scalable, and it is very fast as they are having its own CDN. So all the responses are coming in a very faster way as compared to any other different solution which are keeping all the assets. Dynamic media incorporates the workflow with AEM asset. So it means whenever we are playing around with any asset on AEM, we can generate different renditions by help of dynamic media, or might be we can call a direct URL of dynamic media on a publish environment and we can get a different response based on the parameters. What are the benefits of using the dynamic media? As we already discussed, just one asset which you can play around and can generate different variation of it. So there are multiple possibilities, and just you can just think on how you want to deliver a particular asset. You just set the parameters and you will get the response back in the same output. So what is the overall benefit when we are talking about with a single file, how you can generate different size of or different type of images? So you can play around with different renditions with its size, height, and width. You can change the overall compression. For example, might be you want to decrease the overall size of the asset. You do not want to load the actual original image, but you want to reduce its size. That is also possible. You can change the format, resolution. You can change different cropping, color, and weight, and different effects that you can use through dynamic media. As dynamic media is coming with its own content delivery network, it means it is providing a very faster response whenever we are getting any request. So it is again hosting or using the Akamai as a CDN layer, which is already a well tested product and providing a very good services across the globe. So it is a reliable CDN network that they are using, which is providing a better response in order to deliver the cached content. The next feature of dynamic media is smart imaging. Smart imaging is something that we can generate during the runtime. However, there are multiple different possibilities. The same thing that we are doing through the configuration, if we are saying we need to generate different type of image during the runtime and we are not sure like what could be the overall size of the image or the different renditions, then smart imaging is one of the solution which we can think for. And whenever we are talking about smart imaging, it is so sensible. In order to return the response, it will always check the network connection speed and which browser is making a request. So based on that, it is generating the response. For example, if your request is generating from the mobile device, parallelly the another request is coming from the large device like desktop or any other large screen. In that case, it will evaluate which type of image we want to generate as a response. So for different requests, it will generate a different size of image and return as a response. So that is the reason it is a smart enough to providing the response. Though it is just a very crisp benefits that I'm talking about. However, it is a very big list with the dynamic media that we can leverage as a benefit. Now let's talk about how architecture of dynamic media. When we are talking about dynamic media architecture, as we know, all the assets will be placed on AEM author. As you can see on the left bottom, AEM author box is there. And we are syncing all the asset to the dynamic media. As you can see, the dotted box on the right top, that is all the dynamic media. So once we are having asset on AEM author and syncing to dynamic media, during that time it is receiving by the dynamic media preview server and it is generating different renditions on this similar original image. And after that, it is generating or using their own delivery system or servers in order to serve the response whenever we are getting any request. So either way we can go with, we can have a configuration on AEM author, we can sync back the asset or renditions back to author. So we will have the information how different type of renditions or might be smart crop or different presets that we have generated. And if we are having any third party system or AEM sites where we want to use the CDN URL. So in that case, we can directly hit the delivery server, which is connected through CDN. So we will get the response in a very shorter time period. So that is how it is working in overall architecture. We will also discuss in the next session how we can configure it and how we can leverage the other features of dynamic media. Thank you.